AskReddit. You're given the option to drop what you have and return to the 31st of December 2011 as yourself at that age, but with the extra 8 years of experience. Do you take it? Why or why not? In a ducking heartbeat, my entire life crashed because of one decision I made in 2012. I don't care about the money, I just want the chance to fix myself and be okay. What was that decision, if you don't mind me asking? I should have called a doctor instead of being scared, but I was 22 and shit was scary. Don't let your mental illnesses fester, kids. 11th grade? Fucking absolutely. With the confidence and personal peace I have now, oh my lord. I found my old phones from high school a few months ago while visiting my mother, and it was pretty bittersweet looking through the old texts and photos. I was such an angry kid, I thought everyone hated me, and I missed every signal any girl would put out. Hindsight would have been such a great fucking cushion to hold on to. Breathe, drink a little water, rice instead of fries, and look them in the eyes, and I would have completely skirted past the mental health issues. Great question by the way, Opus. It's something I think about often. It's been 3 hours into 2020, and of the great things I'll hopefully hear, rice instead of fries, and look them in the eyes, is already looking tough to beat. Bravo. I mean, what worse? Something bad happened cause you trust yourself, or something bad happened cause you didn't trust yourself? With 1,000 lies and a good disguise. Eat the rice instead of fries, eat the rice instead of fries. As you meet their gaze, 10 more years of days. You are younger but you're wise, and your pants are a smaller size. I turned 21 in 2011. You're saying I could redo my 20s with a 29-year-old brain and experiences? Hell yes I would. I wasted a lot of energy, time, money, my youth being too stupid to move forward. Yeah, I'm 28 and fuck yes I would love another shot at my 20s. Just curious, why would you want to redo your 20s? I'm currently 22 and don't know what the F to do. You just answered your own question. You have to live your 20s to understand the answer. Currently living it, I think deep down I know I'm making mistakes, but I don't know how to move forward in the most positive way, and so it's easier to stay in the position, in many aspects, that I'm in right now. Here are some clues. Put your energy in your education, or if you're working, into doing a good job, and try to work your way up for a couple of years. Don't waste time on friends that does not make you feel valued by them. People that are kind to you and care about you, give back to them. When it comes to love, you should not have to chase and do all the work yourself. The other person should equally put in effort to keep you in their life. And it does not matter how bad it hurts to break up, or if you think you will never love someone as much again, you will. Even if you don't believe it, or can picture it. Oh yeah, my mom passed away in 2013. Dad died in 2018. I could get him to go get checked. Edit. Thanks for the silver. For those of you asking, I don't carry any regret for it. I don't even know if him getting checked would have made a difference, but at least we could try. I feel you. My dad died when they found out his liver was pretty much stone, no bueno, and my mom died of an unknown heart issue a year later, and 2 nights prior to her dying I allowed a coworker to drive home, even though I knew he was having a stroke, and he died down the road. I heard the damn sirens, and prayed for the first time in years, and I still live with that guilt. Could save so many lives of people that died close to me, just with a phone call at the right time. Sigh. If anyone needs someone to talk to, let me know. The year just begun, but that doesn't mean we don't all have problems. If you want to vent, get something off your chest you can't tell family, get advice, or need a second opinion from a stranger, feel free to shoot me a message or reply to this comment. That was 6 months before I got seriously injured for the 1st time. I think I'd take it. What was the injury, if I may ask? Asked for help from someone to lift an 150-pound bowl of dough onto a table when working a pizza place. Just about had it onto the table when the other guy lets go and it drags me down, full force into the ground. Pulled a muscle in my upper back and herniated a disc. Took about 7 years To start to feel any better from that, was able to work starting about 3 to 4 years after the original injury, albeit with serious pain flare-ups. Had bilateral tingling/stinging sensation down both of my arms, and a feeling that could only be described as a flathead screwdriver being driven between my shoulder blades. I'm so glad I'm doing better from that now, though now I have a different herniated disc and have been diagnosed with stenosis, the compounding of which severely limits my mobility. So nothing is perfect, but I've already been through one round of chronic pain. What's round 2? At least this feels a little more passively forgiving. The screwdriver pain was enough to induce suicidal idealization. If I could get those 10 years back, I'd treat my body a lot better. Edit. Thanks for the karma and awards, guys. Didn't expect my first to be recounting mild injury. I hope you all have a blessed and happy new year. I'm so sorry you have had to go through this and still are. How did the other guy react? Why the hell did he let it go early? The other guy asked if I was okay, which I obviously wasn't. Any reasonable person would have called an ambulance, but since the guy I had asked for help was the general manager working for a crook, researched John Sankey/Madison Bay Rutherford for more on that, he knew better than to implicate my injury with a medical paper trail. As for why he did this, some things we will never have the answer to. I assume it was an accident. As I said, the employer was a crook who never gave me a cent of compensation. I don't like to think how badly I was wronged. I was young and naive. I'm just happy to be alive and away from that whole situation. I'm really lucky, as someone of less fortunate means in life would have been utterly and completely financially destroyed by what I have gone through. Yes, with everything I know now, I could easily go back and be a millionaire. Man, I could too, but what if I don't end up with my same 3 kids like that one movie? I think it's safe to say you wouldn't. If you changed anything, and those kids aren't conceived at the same time by the same sperm, it's going to be a different kid. Yeah, no deal. I'd take poor with these assholes over rich with different ones any day. Yes, those were the skinny years I wasted thinking I was fat. Seriously, if I had my looks from back then combined with the confidence I have now, I'd be unstoppable. Duck me, this is the most depressingly accurate thing I've read in a long time. Fuck man, this was me. I was so skinny back then, IDK. Why I thought I was fat. What if you were fat and just got fatter? This guy fats. I'm the Bitcoin investment comment. Many years back they increased the number of earned income tax credits from 2 to 3, so we got a nice tax return of over $7,000. At the time, I had recently read in the news that Bitcoin was increasing in value. It was over $3 at the time, which was quite an increase. I joked to my wife that we should take the whole return and but Bitcoin with it. I wasn't serious. I expected it to go back to being worth a few cents before long. If I had and sold them at their peak value, I'd be worth almost 50 million. I'm not allowed to tell my wife this anymore. This is the game day traders play every day. Most risks you could take on any given day will leave you with next to nothing left. It's hindsight that tells us what the winners were. I asked my father for $1,500 when Bitcoin was around 17 cents. I had an investment plan and everything. He considered it and at long last declined because he just couldn't understand how it would increase in value with no tangible use case nor government guaranteeing value. He apologized in 2017. But to be fair, we never anticipated it being used as a less trackable method of purchasing drugs and illegal pornography. I mean, his analysis was sound. I came here to do that. Not just Bitcoin, but you have AMD in November 2012 when it was at a 1.95, currently at $45. Netflix, which is going to be trading around $20 but be worth $384 a share within 8 years, and Domino's, which will go from $25 to $300. 2011 we had money on hand to drop 2k 3k per stock and collect those nice returns. Heck, even basic stocks like Costco are going to see 5x returns in those 10 years. That's on top of the Bitcoin and remembering lotto numbers. And after that I'll cash half of everything in 2015 and put it down on Leicester City to win the 2015-16 Premier League before it starts. Yes, my nana was run over and killed last month when she was walking home from the store in a hit and run. I would do anything to turn back time to see her again, or try to prevent what happened. I'm sorry about your nana. Absolutely. I'd never give the poor excuse of a boyfriend I had a chance that year. I'd save more money, use it wisely, and I'd be a hell of a lot more confident, mostly because I'd keep the extra 8 years experience. I would dump my manipulative high school boyfriend the second I moved to college. If I had the confidence, knowledge I do now, I would have swatted him away with no hesitation, and it would have improved my freshman and sophomore years immensely, both academically and socially. Definitely. 10 years ago I was grumpily dragging my feet up the stairs when my mom woke me up in the middle of the night. Now I'm sitting here thinking about how, for almost all of the past 10 years, I've been trying so hard to be who everyone else wanted me to be that I don't even know who I am or what I want to do with my life. If I could go redo it, I'd live my life for myself instead of those around me. This is why I moved out of my parents' house a few years ago. I realized, since like middle school, I had been trying so hard to make everyone around me happy that I didn't know what made me happy. Not really, anyway. Now here I'm in my mid-20s, a college dropout with a mediocre retail job trying to figure out what the duck I'm doing. I'm late 20s in retail as well. Thankfully I've got a lot of student loans and education in a career I don't want. 10 years. Wow, I wasn't paying attention to what I typed, was I? Same goes for 8 years anyways. Middle school me did not like getting out of bed for anything. Hey, this isn't to sound patronizing, but I'm guessing you're 23 to 24. If it's 8 years past middle school, you have so much time to figure out what you wanna do. I was in that mentality when I was around that age, and I wasted time being kinda bummed out about wasting my potential. Then I realized the old adage back quote, the best time to plant a tree is 8 years ago. The second best time is today is way too true. Don't set timelines expected by others. Follow your own path and enjoy the ride. But just don't give up. Whoa, this is me right fucking now, 23 turning 24, and have just been so close to giving up lately. I would tell my dad to get regular scans so that they catch his cancer before it's too late. I miss you, Dad. I would tell my dad he wasn't on a safe slope in his tractor so that it didn't roll and kill him. I miss you, Dad. So many dead dads in these comments. I'm so sorry you have lost your dads. It's hard for me to think about losing my parents. I hope you all feel better and have a good 2020. Yes and no. Yes, because it would give me an opportunity to change my life. No, because I would no longer have my kids. My kids are teenagers now, so I'd get to have another 8 years of them being little kids, and I'd have the chance to be a better parent to them. They're doing fine, really, but having an extra 8 years of parenting under my belt would probably help me do a little better. And those were great years. I loved it. Also, I'd have my dog back. He passed away last summer, and I'd love to have a few more years with that colossal dumbus. Also, purchasing lots of Bitcoin. You've reached the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. For more content, please subscribe.